Again, this is the last topic in chemistry, organic chemistry. And so, organic chemistry is a branch of chemistry that deals with carbon containing compounds. So, we look at compounds that have carbon in them. And when we're talking about organic compounds, we simply mean compounds that contain carbon but they are living. And a good example of these compounds that are living are hydrocarbons. Then in organic compounds, we don't look at them under organic chemistry because these are non-living. For example, carbonates and oxide of carbon, they are non-living. So what are hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are compounds that are made of hydrogen and carbon atoms only. We call these hydrocarbon. And good examples of hydrocarbons that we have is alkanes. Alkanes, alkenes, and alkynes. In our quest to study organic compounds, we shall look at alkanes and alkenes mainly. Now, there are a little bit of terms that you should understand in organic chemistry. For example, terms like catenation. So the word catenation means the tendency of an element to bond by itself to form a long chain. So what do we mean? When carbon will combine with another carbon, so it can combine with itself and form a long chain. Then the word homologous series. Homologous series, simply put, these are compounds having the same functional group and the properties. So we call them homologous series. They belong to the same group. So for example, alkanes, all of them have the same properties. Alkenes, all of them have the same properties. Now, let's start with alkanes themselves. So what you should understand is that alkanes are hydrocarbons that are having a single bond between carbon to carbon atom. They have a single bond, alkanes. That's what you should understand. So, what do we mean by that? Check. Alkanes, they have a single bond between carbon to carbon atom. When you look at here, it's a single bond, it's a single bond, it's a single bond there. So that's what you should understand when we say alkanes. Now, what else can help you tell about alkanes? One, and the second, they have a general formula. That's a general formula for alkanes. That is a general formula for alkanes. N represents number of carbon atoms. So for example, if we are talking about the first carbon, it means we'll say C1 because we are talking about the first alkane. Then 2H1 in brackets times 2. So means plus 2, sorry, plus 2 there. Means you have CH, then 2 times 1, 2 plus this, you have 4. So this is the first carbon. And the first carbon is named as meth. Okay? So meth plus ANE, you form what is called methane. So methane is the first hydrocarbon which is under alkanes. So the general formula is this one. The bond between carbon to carbon is single. They end in ANE and they are said to be saturated compounds. So this is what you should know about alkanes. They are saturated compounds. They end in ANE and this is the general formula. So in the next video, we'll look at the formulas for these different types of alkanes and their structures.